This video is to help you with number 8 on CR Helper number 30. It says, what is the surface area of the box? Okay, if we folded up this net, it would turn into a three-dimensional box. And to find the surface area is just to find the area of every surface. So in order to find the area of every surface, we want to look and we want to say, okay, so this surface, this part is a rectangle, in here is a rectangle, a rectangle, a rectangle, a rectangle. Beautiful. We've got lots of rectangles running around. And we know how to find the area of a rectangle. For the area of a rectangle, you just do length times width or base times height. And I don't care which formula you use. So let's just start looking at some of these rectangles. Here, they tell us this side is 3 and this side is 7. For this rectangle, to find the area of this rectangle right here, that would be 3 times 7. So the area of that rectangle, I'm going to say area of rectangle 1 would be base times height, 3 times 7. And what's 3 times 7? 21. So the area of that rectangle right in there is 21 square inches, or inches squared. There's going to be another rectangle that matches that. We're going to have lots of matching rectangles. So once you see this rectangle, this one up here, if we were going to fold the box up, that one would match. And you can see that that side length is 6, and then, or I'm sorry, 3. I don't know why I said 6. 3, and then you'd say, okay, well, what's this side length? Well, if down here this is 7, slide that 7 up, that means that's 7 inches. So the area of this rectangle here is also base times height, 3 times 7. So I'll call that rectangle 2. Area of rectangle 2 would also be 3 times 7, or 21 square inches. All right, let's move on to another rectangle. Ooh, let's look at this little skinny rectangle right here. Let's look at this skinny rectangle right here. Well, they tell us that this is 3, so I know that that's 3. Then the big question is what's the length of this side? Well, if I look all the way to the left, if this is 11, guess what? This is 11, this is 11, this is 11. So that right there is 11. So that edge right there has to be 11 inches. So to find the area of that rectangle would be 3 times 11. I'll call that rectangle 3. So the area of rectangle 3, base times height, would be 3 times 11. And what's 3 times 11? Well, that's 33 square inches. There's going to be another rectangle that completely matches that within the box, because that might be the one side of the box. The opposite side of the box has to exactly match. So if I look at this little skinny rectangle in here, if that edge is 3, oh great, that top edge right there must also be 3 inches. If this is 11, then I know this right here is also 11. So this little skinny rectangle is also a 3 by 11. So I'm going to call that rectangle 4. Why not? The area of rectangle 4, base times height, would also be 3 times 11, or 33 square inches. All right, I only have 2 more rectangles to figure out. So now I'm going to go ahead and figure out this rectangle here. If I look at this rectangle here, I say, oh, this edge way down here is 7. That must be 7. Oh, great. Up here, that must also be 7 inches. And I know this side is 11. So that rectangle, the area base times height, would be 7 times 11, or length times width, 7 times 11. Let's call that rectangle 5. To make up a box, you're going to end up having 6 surfaces that you have to cover. So rectangle 5 would be base times height, 7 times 11. 7 times 11 is 77 square inches, or inches squared. And we're going to have a rectangle 6 that has to match that. This rectangle right in here, that is 7 with the height of 11. That's also going to be 7 times 11. So the area of that rectangle is 7 times 11. 7 times 11 is 77 square inches. So how do we find the total surface area? Oh gosh, we have to add up the area of each of our faces, of each surface, of each of those rectangles we just found. Whew! I have to do 21 plus 21 plus 33 plus 33 plus 77 plus 77. Holy shamoly. Add up the area of all the rectangles to get your total surface area. 1 and 1 is 2, and 3 is 5, and 3 is 8. 8 and 7 is 15. 15 and 7, I believe, is 22. Put down a 2, carry a 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 and 3 is 12. 12 and 7 is 19. 19 and 7 is 26. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake in my addition. 262 square inches would be the total surface area. So hopefully that helps. You're going to find the area of each rectangle, then just add them all up. I hope that helps.